Hey folks, today we do a little bit of a classic unboxing and a heartfelt apology. It's all coming up right after this. Hey YouTube, this is Pecktec, and yes, you kind of fell for it. It was a little bit clickbait. But I do have a sincere apology for Cory at Aquarium Co-op, who was nice enough to put me in their program to receive some packages. This is August, and now September just arrived. Cory, I'm sorry. I meant to do an unboxing for this like a long time ago, and of course this one just got here like minutes ago. And I've decided I put it off long enough. I'm going to go ahead and do an unboxing. Now, I didn't avoid this because I didn't want to do it. It's just, this arrived literally on my birthday, August 17th, on my birthday, and then I was kind of busy with some stuff going on. Work had just resumed maybe a week prior to that. Now, I've been kind of running around like crazy, actually, just trying to get my regular videos done and all the other stuff that kind of happens in life. So that being said, there was no extra videos being made. I still need to do the show me, return the show me what you got videos. Oh yeah, my computer died like around the same time. So there was kind of this big flux right around the time that this arrived. I just never got around to opening it. But we're going to do it now. In fact, we're going to do both packages at once. If somehow you're not familiar with Cory from Aquarium Co-op, he's another YouTuber. He also has a fish store. He makes a lot of videos. I mean, a lot of videos. They do really well. He's very informative. He's got a really nice staff too. He surrounds himself with some people that I think are kind of top shelf, to be honest. He's also a big board gamer, which gives him plus points with me. He and I haven't had a lot of interaction, mostly because when we do see each other, it's at a show. And sure, like I've got fans that come up to me. He's got lines, and I mean, the longest line at Aquashella was to go see Cory and get a signature or whatever, or picture or whatever he's doing with his fans. So that's always cool to see. I'm genuinely happy for him that he's done so well, and I appreciate being part of his little program to kind of spread the word about his business and some of the stuff he has for sale. He does have retail stuff for sale on his website, and it looks like he sent me a selection of things. We're going to take a look. So we'll fire up camera 2 here. Alright, first thing out of the box. Now I did open this box already. I opened it and just kind of peeked inside just to see what it was. I was really curious, especially because it's the first one especially. I have not looked at this one at all, so this won't be a complete surprise, but let's share this with you guys. Okay, the first thing we've got out of here is Easy Root Tabs Root Zone Fertilizer. And it's got some dosing instructions. Root tabs are super handy for those of us that have made substrates that maybe don't have as many nutrients in them. I've used them on occasion, especially if I've gone with like sand or something that's not... I typically, these days, I typically use like the dirt substrates and stuff. I've even branched out to something really unconventional. If you see my video this Sunday for this aquarium, you'll see that. Root tabs can be really handy. There are some plants that really need them. A lot of sword plants really thrive with these things. So definitely worth checking out if you're looking for a nice, convenient way to dose your plants. And it looks like here we have a t-shirt. This has got Cory's puffer on here. This puffer that is quite famous. Look at that. Maybe we should try it on. Woo! For the full video, subscribe to my OnlyFans. All right. Looks good. I like it. Thank you, Cory. Let's see what else we got in here. Got some stuff from Fritz. What is this? For fresher salt water, full spectrum water conditioner. Thank goodness, because I was just about out of dechlorinator, which is basically what that is. And what's a little different and unique about this is it comes with a pump. Usually I add one of these to a lot of the products I use a lot, just because it makes it very handy for the dosing. And of course, this is a Fritz brand water conditioner. And I think it was Jay Wilson was working with Fritz before. Now I know he started working with Seche. I don't know if he's doing both or neither or what. Got a pretty long shelf life, used by 5/15/23. 1 cap or 1 tablespoon, 5 milliliters per 50 US gallons. Oh, pretty concentrated. So 1 cap full of this will treat 50 gallons. That's a lot of dechlorinator in there. What else do we have? Is there something else? Oh, we have a mug. I'm in the mug club, it looks like. The Aquarium Co-op mug. Can be used for fish stuff, and I think that's everything. Yes. That's all from this one. That is some good stuff. I'll put this aside. Man, I haven't done one of these in quite a long time. Fluval wrote me. I'm saying Fluval now because I've been watching their videos, and that's the way they say it. The way I think of it is Fluval. They say Fluval. You know, I just noticed he's got like his own tape. That's Aquarium Co-op like packing tape. And that, folks, that is how you know you've made it. When you've got your Aquarium Co-op packing tape. Wonder what that costs. I need some Pecktec packing tape. Well, I guess I'd have to mail things to people before that would become practical. But anyway, let's get into this box. Let's take a look inside. Well, that's kind of interesting right there on top. Very packed very well. Thank you. Thank you, Cory. Cory and Company. Okay, so this is a Zeiss Easy Breeder. And it says it's an internal, hang on, breeder box. So I guess this will go inside the tank and be like a little breeder box to keep the other fish from eating your babies. Or it could be something you could use to sequester your fish. Really interesting. This actually looks it looks a little bit more sophisticated than you typically see. I guess we got a minute. Push this stuff over here and let's open it up. Why not? Let's look inside. Wow, it's pretty large. Usually these breeder boxes aren't quite this big. It's a pretty decent size. Let's see what all we got here. I didn't see any instructions to throw away. So it's got some grids here on the side. It almost looks like metal. So I guess no salt water, huh? I'm not for sure it is metal, but it kind of feels like metal. It's got a plastic mesh on the bottom, so water can flow through here. There's a grid on the inside of it too, the same stuff that's on the side. And you've got this stuff that feels like a metal mesh on the side. All right, so here's the breeder box all assembled. You've got an option here. You can do this if you want to hang it. So you can hang it inside your tank like this, or if you have a lid and you can't use this, it also comes with a suction cup option. On the side here, you've got a little reservoir, and there's a little hole right here. So you can take it. It came with an air stone. It doesn't come with any airline, but it did come with an air stone. So you can put an airline on this air stone, stick it inside of here. This comes right off. Okay, it snaps on a little bit, but that does come off. You put the airline with the air stone in there. There's a hole. You run the airline right out the top. There's a bracket too to kind of hold it in place. Run it right out the top. It's got a little adjuster, so you can adjust the rate of the flow, so you can increase the flow through there or decrease it. There's little holes right here at the bottom to kind of bring water in. There's holes right here on the inside to kind of direct that water on into the tank so you can get some circulation inside of here. Really nice little breeder box. A pretty decent size. Could be excellent for guppies or something like that. In fact, I've got some projects that might be useful for that. So that is pretty cool. What would be interesting too is like I've got some fish that I want to set them up in a. I'd like to set them up in a breeding scenario where they lay eggs and the eggs fall down. Some people do it with marbles, like they'll put marbles on the bottom of a 10 or 20 gallon tank and they put these fish in and they're egg scatterers, right? So they breed and they just kind of shoot the eggs all over the bottom of the tank and they fall down between the marbles where the parents can't get to them to eat them later. Because what will happen a lot of times is the eggs get scattered and then they get eaten moments later. So this mesh is pretty tight on here. I don't think it would work for that, but that's kind of an interesting idea too. Wonder if you could even pull that mesh up and make that sort of a scenario. Of course, why not just, well, I guess the big advantage with that is you wouldn't need like a marble tank. You could just put them in any 10 gallon you've got set up around there, or, you know, maybe set them into a planted tank that you had going without any other fish in there, or maybe just shrimp or something like that. That's a neat little device. I'm excited to play with it. Thank you. Push you aside over here. Okay. What else we got? What is this? Fish and shrimp incubator. Ooh, that's really interesting. Wow, all kinds of, this must be the sex box. This is all full of fish having baby items. It's the maternity box. That would be more appropriate. This month's box is all about fish and babies. Or shrimp and babies. Wow, what a cool device. I just want to turn it into a filter. Although people always chasing the filters down. I think that's one of those things that comes with being in the aquarium hobby. You always want to make a filter out of something. All right, so let's open this up. Now what's interesting is it's got a little stand here, so it's got some little legs on the bottom. So it'll just stand straight up like that. That's handy. So this is from the same, it's the same brand, this Zeiss brand. This is the Zeiss tumbler. It says fish and shrimp incubator or egg tumbler. Now I've never seen these, but I've heard about them. I've heard about egg tumblers and kind of what they do. So we have this bracket here. It's very similar to the other bracket. Let's stick some suction cups on there just so I don't lose them mainly. And that can just kind of fit up on the side right here. They're kind of, okay, so it kind of has instructions on the side here, so I can throw this more. All right, we got this little plastic tube. It's going to fit right into the top here. All right, so we have this little cap here, and we've got a little bit of tubing. There's a nipple right on the inside of here. We're going to just attach this inside, and then an air stone goes on the bottom of that, and it fits down inside of here. And from there, you've got some airline tubing, which you'll insert on the nipple on top. It's the most time I've used the word nipple in a video, thankfully. And then we got another regulator. This is much like the last device, which you can put here and kind of moderate the flow of water inside. And all of this goes down in here. This has a rounded bottom. It's a cylinder. We've got a rounded bottom here. This is going to fit down inside of that. It's got like a little, what's interesting, it's got a little ring here, a little seal, kind of like a canister filter or maybe something you'd find in your kitchen. And this, when we get this foam on top, let me kind of pull this back and see what's underneath. What's underneath this foam? Okay, so it's just open under there. There's like some little plastic ridges to support the foam and kind of keep it in place. All right, and there you have it, a bong. No, seriously. This is an egg tumbler. One thing I've actually seen, I think on Mark's Shrimp Tanks, he was talking about making little miniature ones for shrimp. Now this does mention shrimp in there. It's got something photoshopped inside of there, but I don't think those are shrimp inside of there. But I have seen it before where like maybe your shrimp has eggs, it's gravid, but then it dies. Then you can still like harvest the eggs out of them, believe it or not. But you want to put them somewhere where they're kind of constantly moving. A lot of times people will harvest eggs out of maybe cichlids, people that breed cichlids. So if you're a fish breeder of any type and you use one of these egg tumblers, I'd be really curious to know in the comments down below how you use this and what you typically use it for. And I'm going to find a way to implement it into my setup somehow. I just love the way it does that. Also, if you have cats, this is probably really entertaining for them. Oh, but wait, there's more. I've got a towel. I've got a towel. Got a towel. Got a towel. I now have a towel. I have towels to put all over the place. Let's take a look. These are nice. Ooh. They're like kind of premium. These are really nice quality little towels. Oh, wow. That feels like it'll work great. I almost just want to go make a mess so I can clean it up. Okay. Thank you, Cory. These are really nice towels. They, of course, have the Aquarium Co-op logo. They feel nice and soft. They feel like they can absorb a lot. It's funny. I've got quite a collection of towels. I think that's become a really popular kind of swag item for a lot of aquarium companies and stuff. And so now with these extra ones especially, I'll have enough to put a few little towels all over the place. Super handy to throw under your aquarium cabinet and just kind of keep it ready so when you get some water on the glass, clean that water up off your glass right away. You're going to have a little crusty driplet there if you don't. So folks, that's it. Just an extra video for the week. The 20-gallon got reset. It's been reset. Here's a quick look at it. I did some fairly unconventional things with the setup. It's different than my normal setup, and I think you'll want to see it. I know it was a great deal of fun with me. It's how I spent my Labor Day. So be sure to tune in for that. Until we meet again, follow your bliss. Keep a clean tank. Take a look at Aquarium Co-op and what they have to offer, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Almost forgot. It's not clickbait unless I make a really sad thumbnail. How about this one? If somehow you aren't familiar with it, it's not exactly the same as the other bracket, but looks very... One cap full of this will treat 50 milliliters, or maybe we can do a few more. Let's see. How about? Like I'm explaining something really bad that happened.